Do this again. Hi, I'm Mike Thomas. We'll do that?
Get your name right this time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Everyone's... Hey everybody, I'm Mike Thomas.
And I'm Jeff Babineau.
Yeah, and we're here. We are Visual Geeks.
Yes, but this week is a special week.
Ooh, it's different.
Very special. You notice that we are slightly
Casual.
different. Something's different.
Pictures are up in the background.
Exactly.
The lighting's a little bit different. We're wearing sweaters, but I think I've worn this sweater before.
I just bought this sweater.
You did?
Yeah, I bought this at the Holland College bookstore.
Good. Excellent.
Very nice stuff.
Yeah.
And we have two team members working with us.
These guys.
Yes, behind the scenes, and we won't show them, but they're running our audio. Audio sounds good. Thumbs up. Look at that. Oh,
It is good.
So what we're doing this week is, and we do apologize for the 1 week hiatus from doing this stuff because we had.
Yeah, I was sick.
You were sick.
Yeah, I was off. Sick.
And we had multiple storm days.
Lots.
Which,
yeah, that's all right.
would you call them storm days? I wouldn't.
Like
but
snow days, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird when you're a student. You're like, yay, storm days. But when you're like a teacher, you're like, darn.
Yeah, there's work to do.
Snow days. We want to do more work. So
Yeah.
anyway, what we're going to do this week
Yeah.
is what?
We're going to take you on a tour of Holland College of the Visual Arts program. We're going to visit 4 different studios or classrooms.
Yep.
And show you around. I mean, it's one thing for us to talk about it and tell you about the great things that are happening here. And we thought it was about time to give you a tour and show you around.
So this week, we're mobile.
Yeah, very cool. Shall we do this?
Yeah. So we can be like, snap our fingers like this, and then we'll be in our first location, which will probably be in the hallway. So
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and we're here.
All right, folks, welcome. We are just outside the photography department area. This is Jeff's neck of the woods. Yeah, I never really get to see this that much, so I'm pretty excited about today as well. So why don't you take us around and show us the cool stuff you've got?
I think I will, yes.
Excellent.
Anyways, this is the main hallway that people are actually going to come into, and this is where where all of our first and second year students will display their artwork on the wall, and we change these up probably about 4 to 5 times a year with either personal projects or actual work, like classwork that we do. And you know what? We invite people to come down and take a look. So
Let's
we'll
go.
keep going down. You know, we've got some interesting work here.
Yeah, you guys have some upstairs in the cafeteria as well, right?
Yes, in the cafeteria we actually do have, right above the microwaves, if anybody knows the department, we have some things up there. We have our, where we store all of our amazing equipment that is provided for the students. We have everything from lighting equipment to video equipment and stuff for creating podcasts.
Cool.
Is all stored in there, and we do actually have 2 students that are staff that actually work it like it's a sign-in, sign-out procedure.
That's
so
neat.
it gives them that
Responsibility, the
responsibility
onus.
and the that skill set.
Who's
yeah,
this? Is this a student?
This is one of our first-year students.
Hi, first year student. How are you?
You're supposed to walk by and go, Holland College rocks.
In a way, she did with her St. Francis Xavier sweater.
I know. I
right.
would say cut, but whatever. So, and down here, we're not going to take you into every single room, but a really, really quick tour. We actually have one of the few black and white dark rooms. Let's go in just for a real quick thing, because I'll show you how dark the dark room is. Make sure our camera and sound guy gets in here. This is one of the few full functioning black and white dark rooms in, I think, Eastern Canada. So our first year students, they will come in, and for the first 2 months will actually be working on developing black and white film and actually printing black and white from black and white negatives on black and white paper and developing it like the old school way. So, and if you think that's like kind of gone the wayside, it's actually really coming back. Like there's people that specifically, actually Connor, who's our sound guy,
He's
who's
been trying
actually
to
in
stay
the
out of the
shot.
shot.
It's okay.
So now we've got him
Let's
in.
stay behind the cameraman, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I blocked him
I know.
intentionally.
Whatever. Connor, you actually joined this class specifically because you really, really like to try black and white. So yeah, good.
Neat.
Same way as that said. So come on out this way.
We're going this way now. Come on, Connor, professionalism. Stay back. Jeebers. And there was a nice little step down here that I forgot about too.
Yeah, watch your step. All right, cool. Black and white, dark and white. We actually have a chemical mixing room for all the black and white chemicals that we use for developing film and paper. That's all in there.
Neat.
Come on in here.
You guys, oh, sure, I'll go.
We have two computer labs, fully outfitted with the newest, latest, and greatest Macintosh computers. Do they call them Macintosh or Apple computers? They're Apple computers, yeah.
Max, Apple.
Anyways,
yeah.
Macs. And students can. We actually have a really good student-to-computer ratio, so everybody gets their own computer. It's great.
That's
Nobody
great.
Fights.
I noticed 10 coat hooks as well, and they're double coat hooks, so that should accommodate
Math.
25
Yeah, something like
coats.
that. Yeah.
I don't do math good.
This area right here is actually where we all the students print their work, because we do encourage and promote printing. And at the very end of the year, there is a print portfolio and a digital portfolio, so we have best of both worlds.
It's good.
We have three really high-end inkjet printers, and our department supplies all of the inks and paper for all the students.
That's
which is
great.
good. Another quick follow along. Another real quick, this is actually the lab, we call it Lab 1. It's where we actually teach. We've got a full projection system that we can project classes and do things like that. And again, all outfitted with dual monitor Mac systems. And this is where a lot of the video editing takes place. So we use Premiere Pro and
After Effects? Photoshop?
Photoshop a little bit for video, but mainly this year we've transitioned to Premiere Pro.
Oh, cool.
Which is how did one of my students say, it's the most intuitive and complicated editing suites ever, but you know what? Really good.
Good.
So,
Nice
all right,
environment.
We're gonna do a really, really quick, we're just doing a really small little tour here. This is our portrait studio, and it's nice and cool in here.
Isn't it? It's awesome.
Portrait
Look at
studio
this.
that we have, we can actually accommodate up to 2 full setups that the students can come in. They can set everything up from product photography to portraits. And actually, that's exactly what you're doing right now. You, one of our first year
Portraits?
students is setting up for a portrait of this lovely lady that we'll leave her off camera only because we didn't get her to sign anything. Okay? You signed it when you signed up anyway. So. You voluntold.
Okay.
So there is, I think we talked today, JS and I talked, and I think there's something like 19 studio heads with multiple light modifiers that we have available to the students. So, we've got so much equipment here to use just to try out. And then the students will get an idea of what they want to do in their future careers as either photographers or videographers or filmmakers and everything like that. So
Brilliant.
we supply it all for them, and it's pretty fun, right? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Styrofoam for light reflection? What's
Exactly. Well, we teach the not only the technical way to do it with the professional reflectors, but then we also teach the way of the DIY, the budget way of
If it
doing
works, it
things.
works.
Yeah, exactly. So we give them the best of both worlds. So
Great.
what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take you to one more room, but since it's at the other end of the department, we're basically just going to give us a little transition. So 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
We're back.
We are back.
What's this place? What are we looking at?
This is studio number 2, where we often call it the portrait, or the product studio, because this serves 2 purposes. We can actually use it as a very, very small portrait studio, or we can mainly use this one as a product studio. Actually, just this afternoon, one of our students was doing an amazing shot in here of beer.
Oh,
Yes, it was blueberry wheat beer. So there was blueberries and there was wheat and everything like that. So we have a full setup of equipment in here with lights, and we have a product table and things like that. So the students that are interested in doing product photography can basically fill their boots in here. They can just go.
it's just ideal. Great light, nice setup, and you can just make amazing looking photos in this environment, right?
Everything
That's great.
from jewelry and again, product. We've done food photography in here and stuff like that. So they can shoot, if they want, directly to their camera. They can shoot directly to the computer. So they've got both options.
That's neat. This department feels like it has absolutely everything you need for film photography or digital photography, video.
Yep.
You are set up.
We're
Great.
and always getting better. That's the thing. Every year, I won't say will be completely different, but every year we'll be striving to improve.
That's cool.
And add new technology to the stuff. So, so what do you think? We'll go visit your land.
Yeah, let's take a look at graphic design next.
All
How's
right.
that sound?
So why don't we just transition like this?
Welcome back. We're outside my neck of the woods now, the graphic design department. So we're going to take you in, show you some cool stuff, and I think we even have some students in there so we can look over their shoulder or something to see what they do.
Sure.
But yeah,
Okay.
if you're interested in graphic design, let's go take a look. So this is the graphic design studio. We operate this very much like a workplace. The students are expected to be here roughly from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And yeah, it's pretty good. On this side of the room, we have our first year students. We divide it all up. Everybody gets their own desk, computer, drawing table, because a good chunk of the first year program is done with pencil, paper, pen, paint, so it's all hand done. Second year, they do mostly digital, so their desks, they don't have the drawing table, but it's pretty good. You get max of 32 students, 16 first, 16 second year. And yeah, it's an open concept. They get to work together, collaborate, whatever they need to do. It's a nice setup. So this is Erasmo. He's one of our first year students. He's an all right guy, pretty great guy. But yeah, this is the environment, so it's pretty cool. We don't have as many bells or whistles as or rooms as photography.
Hey, but you guys are in the, by the way, they're in the newer part of
That's right.
the school, so they have, everything's a little bit brighter and whatnot, so, but you guys do have a really awesome meeting room.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, this is the newer part of the old part of the school, I suppose.
Yeah, watch the thing.
Yeah. So come on in, folks, grab a seat. This is where we have our classes. So every day, graphic design students, they'll have their a class time where they come in here and we do teaching and we present work and all that kind of stuff. We'll have a critique, and then they'll get a new project. And then for the rest of the day, they're in studio time. And what studio time is they're at their desks, working, all that kind of stuff, and just working on their projects. So it's good. This is an example of some of the work the second years have going on right now. In a few years or next year, this will be a completed project. One of the entrances to the college is going to get a floor to ceiling, like 30-foot tall graphic. So this little white box here is a door to the elevator. So that gives you an idea of the scope and scale.
That's
so it's
cool.
going to be, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And this is a good process. I mean, it shows the students' individual work, some collaboration work, and then some revisions as well. So this is the kind of cool stuff they get to do here as a part of the program. It's individual creativity, working together, and doing real-world projects, not just kind of.
Yep. Well, and actually,
hypothetical
our departments have worked together multiple times. One of the best projects I think that our students had, in my opinion, is one of the ones where they collaborated on a book cover or a magazine article with
the art direction, the second year students, right?
Second year students. So with April's students who we had on an earlier show, and yeah, it was just creativity.
Yeah, it's good
everywhere.
Yeah,
explosion.
And that's one of the best things about the visual arts program here is how many doors can open for working between the departments. I know I'm very familiar with a lot of the students in fundamental arts and video game, and you're probably the same. Yep. So there's a lot of cross-pollination in terms of input and kind of feedback that you can get. I've had fundamental arts students come and ask for feedback on their projects.
Yeah, we've actually had a few of our students who have gotten business cards and logos designed and stuff like that from your students. So it's a very sharing. That is why we're called the
Visual arts program, right?
Well, visual arts program, but there's a whole other name.
Oh goodness.
What's that really, really long name that we had?
I don't know. Not clue. That's all right. We'll figure it out later. It'll be at the
But
bottom of the
visual
screen.
arts, visual arts. We'll say that.
School
The visual
of
arts,
Visual Arts.
School of Visual Arts.
Yeah. Well, this is good. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice community here. So you're not just a student in one program. I think it's nice like that where you get to be involved with other departments, and it's just a good experience here.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So where are we going to go next?
I don't know. I feel like walking around and making these guys uncomfortable by kind of taking a look at the work and that kind of stuff a little bit.
I like
just
that.
for half
So
a second.
Let's do that.
Because it kind of looked like they were kind of uncomfortable with the whole idea.
I can also jump cut in these.
Oh,
as
good.
well,
He's still
too.
here.
So
This
that
is
is
Gabe.
a technique.
No.
Okay.
Gabe's got a juice box right now. He is a 32-year-old man or 31-year-old man with a juice box, but he's a good dude done the same. So Gabe's one of our students here in the first year program. Yeah, what are your feelings in the first year, Gabriel? How are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's really good program. I really like it.
That's all?
lot
Nothing
of
more
pressure.
enthusiastic?
Huh?
Not a little bit more enthusiasm?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely the
some
best course
feeling.
I've done here in PI
Yeah.
so far.
I'm only standing this close to you because of the microphone. Okay. Yes.
No, thanks so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
No, it's a good crew. The second years, yeah, they're all okay. Yeah, they're good. They're good people.
Snap.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, one of them made me hold up a little piece of paper today for one of their videos. And I think Stephanie made us do that for a birthday, right? There you go. Good.
And what
See?
are we editing on now?
So that's basically, this is the first year, second year program of graphic design. There's some pretty cool stuff, and hopefully if you're a design student or a potential design student, we'll see you here soon.
Yeah. So now I think
enough.
we're going to go to what? Second location?
Yeah, the third
location.
Yeah.
Third location. So where's that?
I think we're going to go to fundamental arts next. It's just down the hall to the right.
Fundamental arts.
There we
Let's
go.
do it.
Yeah. And welcome back. We are now down the hall. It's not even that far. We could have walked, but the hand thing's a lot more fun. We're at Fundamental Arts. Yeah, it's a really neat introductory program where you get to do a whole bunch of different things and get a good sample of many different kinds of art, traditional art, digital art, all the cool stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of beautiful artwork around here.
They also have studios all over the place as well in a few different spots, but let's just take a look at their classroom for now.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yes, because they do have up in the other part over there around the corner, they do actually have a figure study
Figure
drawing room,
yep.
which is actually shared between departments, and they'll do everything from figure studies to
Still life, where they're
Still
drawing
life drawings.
skulls, stuffed animals, that kind of stuff.
exactly. But both the
Taxidermy.
video game art and animation and the fundamental arts, they both do that. So it's really cool. So
Let's take a look. So Gwyneth is the instructor who kind of runs things here, and she's fantastic. So if you're interested in the program, you're in for a treat, because Gwyneth is one of the most lovely people I know.
and she ran away today because she knew that the camera would be out, but yeah.
She's been teaching for so long. She is just so good at it, and you can see by the quality work that the students are putting out how great she is. Look at all this very interesting stuff, and this is going to jog a few people's minds and memories
What is
to kind of
that?
see what they're interested in. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, some beautiful work. This person has headphones on. I don't even know if she knows we're here, but we'll just leave her be. Oh, hey, how's it going? Good. What are you working on? Self-portrait? It's fantastic.
That looks like you.
That is really, really good. Do you mind if we show it on the camera?
Okay.
That's really nice. Some good work. And what are you using to draw?
Color pencil, wood pencil.
Very neat.
Awesome. I've seen some of your work in one of the tours that we did here. You did the big skull.
I did, yeah.
Was that you? That was awesome. I was actually going to ask you, how would somebody actually get a copy of that or a original to hang on their wall?
Oh, there you go. Sell them a print for $300.
yes? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Money,
this
money?
is neat.
Okay.
How do you like the program?
It's really fun, yeah. Like learning a lot. Definitely wouldn't have
Wow, that's really cool.
Good.
That is
Awesome.
Very, very good.
Thank you for letting us look over your shoulder.
Yeah. So yeah, and look, there's some paper-made stuff here as well. This awesome castle. So you're doing everything from illustration to actually making things, which
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Modeling.
That hands-on, creative process.
Yeah.
This is
Look,
brilliant.
Sculptures and everything
Yeah.
like that. It's great. Now, if we're not giving the correct terminology for it, apologize. But
We'll hear about it later.
Yeah.
Just imagine the size of grilled cheese you could cut with this thing.
Yes.
It'd be amazing.
Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody has comments about us making mistakes in this, you can comment below.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that because we still are podcasting.
Yeah.
So
I think we should show the paper cutouts too, like the shadow boxes.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get that with the camera, but these are one of my favorite things to take a look at. So layer upon layer upon layer of cut paper, creating one overall kind of really interesting graphic. Takes good planning and yeah, really neat stuff. Focusing on zooming in, so that's cool stuff. We got a pirate ship, and to the left it looks like an Atlantis thing with like octopus and mermaids and fish. Yeah, really neat stuff through fundamental arts.
Very
Yeah.
intricate. There's one here down the.
A wee one, yeah, little fella. What a neat program. This is really good. Really great spot.
I think that one's in process. Like
Yeah.
so.
Man, where do we go next after this?
I think it is now time for video game, art, and animation.
Cool.
Here we go.
Nice. Where are we?
We are in video game, art, and animation.
And design, it says there. I wonder if that's an
video
old
game, art,
and
and design.
I wonder if it's an old piece of paper.
This is a second year classroom. There's a first year classroom. They've got a whole classroom themselves. This is a second year classroom. Who teaches this?
I think it's Tiffany or Chris.
Who's your instructor? Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Tiffany
Baxter.
who wasn't on our show because she's shy.
Not yet.
She may be someday. So yeah, this is where. Oh, I'm doing this tour.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. This is the department where they are teaching everything from.
Oh, video game design, like
Video game
drawing.
design. It's
they
more
get
like
into
3D modeling
animation.
and animation for video games and for television and for different things like
Oh,
that.
that's awesome. Yeah.
And they do a lot of cool things in here. So we're going to just do a little bit of a tour
Yeah.
in here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, trope. It was like a cliche joke. That was fun. That was just for fun. This is a really neat class. They have some really good real estate, and they are drawing some incredible things. This is cool. Look at the setup each student kind of has. And you can see they've got some traditional drawing stuff on their desk. They've got the 3D rendering modeling software. What are you folks using to draw in?
For drawing, for digital painting, we
Yeah.
usually use Photoshop.
Photoshop?
Photoshop?
Clipboard as well, and for 3D modeling, we use Maya.
Ah,
Okay.
And
Yes.
Unity as well.
Yeah.
Same thing that they developed Jurassic Park on, I think.
Oh, neat.
I think so, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, high-tech stuff. And thank you very much for letting us turn the lights on, because normally these rooms are very dark and very cool, I think. So thank you guys for letting us turn the lights on. We have a lot of different inspirational posters up here, and again, each student gets their own really super fast computer that are updated regularly, just as our department and your department. They're updated as quickly as they possibly can, just to make sure that everybody is on the same page and up to relative industry standards. So the really cool thing I like about this department is the fact that there's so many job options for the students that come out of these right in this province and in Nova Scotia and in a really short distance from the college. So they're just churning out people for these jobs that are getting gobbled up, but a lot of them are coming from here, so that's awesome. Both the instructors are fantastic, and they know their stuff,
Yeah.
If you go to our previous episodes, you can actually talk to, or you can not
Listen to
talk
Chris.
You can listen to Chris about his background and everything, and yeah.
This is good. I like it. All 4 programs turned out highly skilled individuals, and the majority of us are able to put out work-ready people.
Yep.
And that's great, because that's what the industry needs and appreciates. We've got some talented individuals.
Yep.
More about this place. I love seeing a second-year program where there's just as much focus on the drawing and illustration
Yes.
as it is taking it to the digitized stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If so, yeah. If
In the planning and everything like that, that is a huge. We're all about skill sets in all of our departments. Is not just doing the thing. It's also doing the things you need to do before the thing to get the thing done.
Boy, if it can be put any clearer than that, I couldn't do it. No, no, it's very
So
good.
yeah, we're all about doing the things. Yes. So yeah, we're going to leave these guys alone. But again, there is a first and second year program for video game art and animation. It's not playing video games as they like to say, but it is creating and modeling and doing things like that. It's not coding, but it's I think probably the most important part of the new video games that are coming out is making the realistic
Modeling
looks
and
and
rendering.
modeling and doing things
Yeah,
like
for
that,
sure.
like everything from modeling backgrounds to modeling the actual objects. So
They make it look good.
And we're still learning a little bit more about what goes on in this department, because before I came to work here, I didn't even know they had one, but they really do, and it's full almost every year. So
Yeah, and speaking of that, that's a good time to remind people. I mean, that's what we're doing here, is giving you a tour of the visual arts program so that we can encourage you, if you're interested, to apply. Take a look at the different programs online at the Holland College website.
links are below.
Yeah, check out the Instagram for the different programs. And if it's your cup of tea, if this is something you can see yourself doing or hope to do, then apply. Get your portfolio together. Each different program will have their requirements for it, and give it your best shot. And we'd love to see you here.
Yeah, and you too might be able to be on the podcast.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
That'd be good.
shameless plug. So, do you think we should time warp back to the photography department to end
think
this
so.
off where we
Yeah.
started?
We'll wrap it up and thank people for coming out back there.
Sounds good. So
Cool.
we'll see you down there.
See ya. And here we are.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Time warp.
Thanks for coming with us.
Yeah, that was it was an experiment on our part, but we had a good time. We showed you guys a very, very quick tour. But if anybody wants to see a more detailed tour,
Get in touch.
email us,
Yeah.
go to the website. All of our contact information is on this actual podcast. Does anybody phone anymore?
Maybe.
Yes, phones. You can follow us on Instagram, which we do try our best, and that information I'm going to put
Right there.
right below with all the different hashtags that you can search as well.
Yeah.
And as a really, really nice thing that you could do for us, you could subscribe, and there is a little bell right down there somewhere in the
Bottom.
one of those corners that you can actually click, and then you'll get notifications whenever, every second week that we do, or sometimes every third week when we do these podcasts, that you'll get a notification that will bring it up. So that being said, thank you guys very much for sticking with us.
That's right.
And we really appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah.
And that being said, I'm Jeff Babineau.
And I'm Mike Thomas.
And we are.
Visual Geeks. We'll see you next time.
See ya.